Alright guys, welcome to the new week. Let's get it. Looking at the weekly chart, this is a discount week. Constant encroachment was here. We saw this upper half of this week's support price. Last week we saw this massive rally higher, closing above previous week high and this week's high. This week I'm expecting bullish expansion up as well, and to see previous week high taken out and a draw on liquidity to my 26 1 to 3 and 3/4. Price has traded down just ahead of the open on Monday, and ahead of the open we're finding support at the high of old new week opening gap. I'm drawing the fib from the high to the low of the previous week's candle to determine the halfway point. So this is half of premium week range. Rather, this is half of previous week range. The middle of this candle is right here, and as long as we stay above that, we are bullish. Alright, on the daily chart, for higher prices this week, I want to see price stay above old new week opening gap. The daily candles should reject this half of previous week range. So I want to see the bodies stay above it and see wicks rejecting it on the daily candles. That will enable me to understand that we are still bullish and aiming for higher prices. I'll be targeting the consequent encroachment of this new week opening gap. I'll be targeting its high, previous week's high, and the draw on liquidity. Dropping to the 4-hour chart, I can see this 4-hour balance price range form. One pass up, forming a buy side imbalances and efficiency, and it's immediately totally rebalanced, forming a sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. This right here is a balanced price range. This is indicating that there's mud in the water, so I need to be cautious and nimble, taking quick objectives and being quite nimble, because there's bearishness coming to the market, probably a manipulation lower, and we're seeing that find support at the consequent encroachment of this H1 array, and at the same time it's finding support at this week, the week on the daily chart. The premium week, which we're above now, is behind this text, so we're finding a support at the consequent encroachment of the premium week on the daily chart, and also half of the previous week's range right here. I want to see price move up, I want to see price invalidate this balanced price range, trade above it, and rally to previous week's high and the other objectives above. Alright, dropping down to the 1-hour chart, I want to see this 1-hour breaker hold. I want to see this 1-hour breaker from its consequent encroachment rally higher into higher targets. These highs are relatively equal and they are smooth. This is very good buy side liquidity to target. If this 1-hour breaker is violated, if we see a close below it on the hourly chart, if I see it being disrespected, I'll target sell side liquidity below these lows and sell side liquidity below these relatively equal lows on the downside as well. Now the most important array on this 1-hour chart is this sell side imbalance right here. You can see on the buy side of this move up, there's no imbalance here on the 1-hour chart. Price rallies, declines, rallies, and closes above here, forming just this small buy side imbalance and efficiency that is forming the upper half of this balanced price range. So even if we're going to be bearish off this array, I expect a rally to this sell side imbalance buy side efficiency for the purposes of redelivering buy side, since this is inefficient in buy side delivery, because it's a sell side imbalance buy side inefficiency, is lacking buy side delivery. I want to see price deliver buy side here, and if it's bearish off this array, we'll look at that when it happens and move lower. But ultimately my bias is bullish on the higher time frames, and we'll get here. I'll be looking to see this array disrespected and rally to relative equal highs and my buy side draw on liquidity. Alright, I wish you the best of luck. I wish you good trading this coming week. It's a CPI week. Look at the economic calendar and be very watchful. See you in the next video. If you had value from this, like, subscribe, and let's get it.